Today's video will show a detailed comparison between the Blueair 411 and the IKEA FÖRNUFTIG air purifiers. These are two minimalistic devices, very similar in specifications, with some exciting innovations. We'll compare all the tests done on these two devices, describe their characteristics, and declare a winner. But before we get started, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. These air purifiers are minimalistic, with almost no advanced options. The IKEA covers rooms up to 108 square feet, while the Blueair covers spaces up to 161 square feet. Both devices are minimal power consumers, can be used with a smart plug, and have a filter reset indicator. We particularly like the washable fibrous pre-filter, which is included in both. The Blueair went one step further with a changeable pre-filter available in 5 different colors. The Blueair gives a 2-year warranty for this model, while the IKEA comes without a warranty. The IKEA is rectangular, while the Blueair is cylindrical, which is why the airflow of these two is different. The IKEA draws in air through the front cover, which is then filtered and exits through the openings at the top. The Blueair, on the other hand, draws in air through openings at the bottom side of the device. The air is then filtered and exits through holes in the upper side. The IKEA and the Blueair use 3-stage filtration containing a pre-filter, particle filter, and carbon filter. In addition, the Blueair 411 boasts an additional stage, the HEPA Silent Technology, which is essentially an ionizer that can't be turned off. The good thing is that both air purifiers are CARB certified. The first stage of filtration in these two air purifiers is the washable pre-filter, which traps all large particles and thus extends the life of the primary filters. The second filtration stage is the HEPA filter in the IKEA and particle filter in the Blueair, while the last stage is the pellet-based carbon filter in the IKEA and a fibrous carbon filter in the Blueair. We want to mark as a downside that these two devices don't have a true HEPA filter, but they still made solid performances in all tests. You can find more information on filtration at airpurifierfirst.com. The IKEA FÖRNUFTIG and the Blueair 411 are minimalistic air purifiers with only 3 fan speeds. Neither of these two has a built-in sleep mode. However, they both are very quiet at the first speed, especially the Blueair, which produces a noise level of 40.6 dBA, which is a little less than IKEA's 42.2 dBA. Generally speaking, the IKEA is a quieter air purifier, especially at the max speed where the Blueair is too loud. We want to emphasize the motor on the Blueair works a bit odd at max speed, and its sound is not easily bearable. Therefore, it's tough to stay in the same room with the device at this speed. You should bear in mind that although these air purifiers are slightly louder at max speed, they are the most efficient on it as well. These are minimal consumers of electricity. The IKEA FÖRNUFTIG uses a motor of 19 watts, while the Blueair 411 uses an even smaller motor of 10 watts. This practically means that if you left these two devices running at max speed 24 hours a day for a 1-month period, the IKEA would increase your electricity bill by about $1.20, while the Blueair would increase your electricity bill in the same conditions for less than $1. If we add the price of replacement filters, which is a bit higher for the IKEA, especially if you decide to buy a carbon filter, we can say that the Blueair is still a bit cheaper to maintain annually. Since these two air purifiers are intended for rooms of identical dimensions, we performed the first test in the same room size. In the first test, in a room of 194 square feet, in 60 minutes of operation, at max speed, the Blueair improved the air quality by about 95%, while the IKEA, in the same conditions and for the same time, improved the air quality by about 89%. In addition to this test, we tested the Blueair in a room of 320 square feet, where it improved the air quality by about 90% for 60 minutes of operation at max speed. We then tested the IKEA in a 120 square foot room, and in just 60 minutes, it improved the air quality by about 91%. It's evident that these two devices had very good results in the tests shown, which is why they're our absolute best buy recommendation. You'll see which one cleaned the smoke from the smoke box faster in the following seconds. We want to emphasize that these two are budget-friendly air purifiers, without advanced options, but quite decent and reliable. After a detailed analysis of all the specifications, the Blueair 411 is a better buying option than the IKEA. There are several reasons, and we would single out better quality filters, better performance, easier and more affordable maintenance, and a unique washable pre-filter. Nevertheless, the IKEA is not a bad choice either, and if you decide to buy this model, you won't go wrong. See the detailed comparison at airpurifierfirst.com. All links can be found in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and click subscribe. That's it for now.